Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Spiritual Femdom. I go by the name of Goddess. Today I am creating this video because I have been embarking a new journey and I want to be able to share my experience with you. And so what this video is about is my journey through Dominatrix and why I have chosen to take a journey to become a Dominatrix. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about myself. I'm in my young 30s. I do have kids, and I am right now, I guess I would say non-monogamous. I've recently just kind of opened up to a broad, different eyes view of being non-monogamous. I haven't been in a relationship in a long time, so me being non-monogamous is kind of what I guess I've been practicing for a very long time. Just really didn't know the term for it. But anywho, the reason why I chose to become a dominatrix is because I realized in my life and in all my 30 years of living that I have had an imbalance of my divine masculine. I am very yin, feminine based energy just throughout my whole life. Just very mild, meek, timid, soft spoken, passive aggressive, not really showing assertiveness in some areas. Some areas I do, but then some areas, I would always just ask myself, why am I so afraid to speak up? Like, speak up, take action, be assertive. I've always been a shy type. And not at the same time. I've always been shy and not at the same time. I've always been confident in my sexuality and my appearance and I guess my beauty. And sometimes I have only felt like that's the only thing I have to hold on to was my looks. And I felt like a lot of times I would be overheard or people just won't listen to me because I didn't have that demanding, commanding, presence. It was more so like just sit down and look good type of shit. Like, yeah, you're beautiful girl. Just sit down and look pretty and do your job. And that's just kind of like the aspect that I've held on to a lot of the time growing up and in my adulthood and starting new ventures and businesses and not really having or feeling like, that boss mentality. And so I started to look in Dominatrix. And I started to look in Dominatrix not because to overexert my power on someone or have someone worship me and obey me and to follow my command and have like sissy boys or toy boys grovel at my feet, even though like I guess in dominatrix those can be the benefits or the plus side or things that may turn you on. But for me, what I noticed, it was definitely the balancing of my energies. I chose to be a dominatrix because I wanted to show a certain side of assertiveness that I have never felt like I have showed before, a certain kind of power and command that I've never showed before, and to own it and to know it and to know that it is within me and whatever that I do command in the universe, is mine. And so, me embarking on this dominatrix journey has been fulfilling, and it has been a little bit scary at the same time. I wouldn't say scary, maybe just a little bit apprehensive because you have to know that when you are dealing with anything in like BDSM and sex work and things like that. And if you don't have a partner to do it with, and you're going out there and putting yourself out there, you know, you don't know what the, you don't know who you're encountering. So I think that's probably the only nerve-wracking part. Besides that, my other vanilla business, I interact and I come across strangers, complete strangers, all the time, like all the time. So I didn't really feel like it would be that hard or that much of a transition, because it is definitely a mindset and it's definitely a role. So, that was pretty much basically why I did choose to become a dominatrix. I do love the idea of a man worshiping me, and maybe even a woman from time to time. I learned that I am a little hetero flexible. That was a new term that I learned. I desire a man, but you know, from time to time, the beauty of a woman is very appeasing too. But yeah, that's why I kind of chose to become a dominatrix and walk down this path of freedom and liberation. And I feel like, you know, I've always been into a little bit of kinky stuff in a sense. Really just nervous and scared to tell somebody that I want to be choked, or nervous and scared to tell somebody that I want to be spanked, or nervous to tell somebody that I want to tie them up and I want to do things and flog them or sit on their face and just do certain things that a lot of times us as women, we are very quiet about and very timid about what we want, especially when it comes to sex. A lot of times, I don't know. I don't know why sometimes we're so timid about what we want, especially when it comes to sex. We know that we like good sex, but in the same time, we don't know exactly what it is that we desire and what we want to take us to that high plateau and that peak. So I'm very kind of honored to be able to put out this video. I am hiding my eyes because I do not want my identity revealed just yet. The more videos that I do and the more responses I get and the more I become more comfortable within this lifestyle, I am going to have a video where I do reveal my identity. So yeah, thank you guys, whoever is watching. If you are a part of the BDSM community, if you are a Dommy, please write me a comment. It's a community, so whatever information I can get, collaboration we could do, any parties you know of, it's good. So stay tuned. Thank you so much. And God is out. Peace.